Okay, looks like today is day 66 of 500. My name is Mitch. I'm coming to you live today from the Lamppost Coffee Shop. Hope everything's going okay with everybody. We're coming to you from a little different location today. It's raining outside, so I won't be outside walking around. Thought I'd come to you from inside the coffee shop today. Real quick, we're not going to spend all day here today. I've just got a couple of things I wanted to share with you. I wanted to look back at this week and see what this week has showed me in terms of my transition into van life and the whole idea of moving forward. And just a couple of points. Number one, persistence pays off. I'm learning that you just got to keep going. Sometimes you just have to keep going. There's nothing else you can do. Things seem to be moving slow. Sometimes they move too fast. Whatever the cause, whatever the obstacles you come across, you just got to keep at it. And I've really learned a lot this week. I've learned a lot about what's going to take place in the coming weeks. I'm starting to really now starting to firm up the direction I'm going in terms of my van life. Sometimes you have to go through a couple of months to get to the point where you have a clear direction. So that's where I'm at now. I think things are starting to become more clear in my mind. Another thing is I've got to keep an open mind. Got to be willing to change. Got to be willing to change course, change perspective. If you're working on a goal, if you're working on some sort of a project, or something that you're trying to accomplish, sometimes you have to look at things from a different point of view. You got to look at it from that way instead of this way. You want to change perspective. You want to look at it from a different direction. And that's what I've done. I've taken this whole idea of van life and started looking at it from a totally different point of view, from a different direction. And it's leading me into, I think, the next few weeks and actually the next year of planning. It's going to really help. And the other thing here I've got in terms of my notes, looks like patience is a virtue. No doubt. The old cliche, cliches are built on truth. And the old cliche of patience is a virtue is certainly part of that truth. Nothing worthwhile comes easy or comes quickly, especially when you're dealing with YouTube, when you're dealing with social media. It takes time, it takes hard work, it takes effort, and it doesn't come overnight. Success does not happen quickly. You got to be patient. So I'm willing to put in the time. I'm willing to be patient. I'm willing to wait until things begin to pay off and put in the work and learning things along the way. So patience is a virtue. And the last thing I have here is age doesn't really matter. Now, my audience, since I'm certainly over 55, I'm in those retirement years, my audience is primarily people over 55. If you're watching me now, if you're watching this video, more than likely you're over the age of 55. Men and women, pretty much split down the middle. I've got about 55% men, 45% women watching me in terms of my videos, but all of you are over the age of 50. So some of you are retired, some of you are still working, looking to retire, some of you are thinking about getting into van life, some of you are thinking about buying an RV, spending more time on the road, and so that's why I'm here, because we're going to work on this thing together. If you're looking to ditch the house, if you're looking to give up all of your belongings and just scale way down and hop into an RV and hit the road, then that's why I'm here. So age really doesn't matter. Slow down? Are you kidding me? Stop learning? No way. You got to keep learning. What are you going to do? Just sit around and wait to die? I don't think so. You got to stay active. And as I was saying yesterday, we've got to get away from all of this small thinking. We've got to think big. We've got to change perspective. We've got to look at life from a different point of view, and we've got to start thinking big. Thinking about things that we want to accomplish. We're not dead yet. We've still got time. We've still got years to go. And I came across this video I wanted to share with you. that
The question is, what stands in
talks
most
about
people's
fear.
way of achieving their dreams? So it sounds simple. We can achieve dreams, and there's a million books on it. But what do you think is actually the block for many people?
Okay. What is the major block that's keeping you from achieving your dream? Now, I've always had a dream of I want to travel and see the world. I want to travel and create content. It's always been a dream of mine to get into an RV or a van and travel America. So what's the block? What's the thing that's going to keep you from your dream?
I've written a book called Quit Your Day Job and Lead the Life of Your Dreams, based on my own experience and that of others. One of my favorite stories, I was on Joyce Brothers' television show years ago with a couple of other people, and one of them was a man who was then in his 80s and just had received his law degree from the University of Chicago. And he told her that he was standing in line for registration 4 years earlier, and one of the young people in line behind him said, "Sir, are you sure you're in the right line?" And he said, and I turned around and I said, "What line should I be in?" And I thought, that is America. That's the essence of America. You are in whatever line you want to. So I learned the difference when I decided to leave, because I retained a few friends, but most everybody I did not retain as friends because they thought I was absolutely crazy. They either thought that in a kind of benign way, or they just thought or they just were extremely angry that I was leaving a tenured position. They thought that was completely ungrateful and crazy.
All right, there you have it. That's what I'm going to leave you with today. We've talked about it before. The major blockage, the main thing that's keeping us from doing what we want to do, achieving our dreams, is fear. We're just afraid. That's all it comes down to. We're just afraid. We don't want to admit that we are afraid to take that step. So, my challenge to you, if you are looking to get into van life and traveling, it's always been a dream of yours to just get on the road and go, then start doing it. Start planning for it. Don't be afraid. Don't let family or friends keep you from it. If you know you can do it, do it. All right, go out and have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.